Let's talk about saving and save as. We'll start with saving. Now this is the button icon for save, and you can see it's up on my quick access toolbar. And when you save a document, you click on that button, and whatever changes you've made to the existing Excel document gets saved. So I'm going to click on that button. There, no questions asked. If you already have a file name, it just saves it as that name. Now, one caveat here, if it's a brand new document and you've never given it a file name, the first time you click this button, it actually operates just like the Save As button. It asks you for a file name and a folder location where you save that file. Now, pertaining to file names and folder names and your ability to work with that level of windows, this course does not talk about file names and folder names and how to organize your storage system. So if that's new to you, please make a note to study how to use file names and folder names efficiently. It's a very good curriculum. It'll serve you well working with Excel. So let me show you back to save. It's on the quick access toolbar, which is probably a very good place for it to be. You can also find it in the File tab, and it looks like this, Save. There you go. Now let's talk about Save As. Now, there are times when you might like to open up an Excel document, and perhaps you've done work in it, and you'd like to save it with a different name. Maybe you want to keep your original version, and you want to keep a second version to compare or to do other types of operations with. So the way you would do that is you'd open up your original version, and then when it's time to save, you'd give it a new file name. So let me talk about this. Let me say I want to save this particular Excel document that I'm in. It's got the name Excel Level 1, etc. up here. But let's say I want to call it Joseph Practice Document. Now what I can do is I can go to the File tab, select Save As, and when I get to the file name here, I'm just going to call this a Joseph Practice. And then I can press the Enter key or click the Save button. Now I'm working in a document called Joseph Practice. The original document is no longer open. It's closed, saved on the disk in the last saved variation, and now you're working with a brand new document called Joseph Practice. This is actually very good if you're trying out some new concepts and you don't want to screw up the original document, but you think your new document might be better. Save it with a new name and work with it with confidence that your original document will not be touched. So in the File tab, we have both Save and Save As. And I could argue the case that Save button and the Save As button ultimately belong on the Quick Access toolbar. Okay, so that rounds out our brief introduction to saving documents.